So SpaceX is in these conversations all we talk about with launch costs and stuff. Do you think this dominance will continue much longer?
Yes, in fact, it'll get more dominant probably because of Starship. Nobody's trying to do anything like Starship right now. So once Starship's live, they're going to have just a complete monopoly on launch, and that will give them a complete monopoly on the Starlink like capability. So yes, it's going to get much more uh, concentrated in Starlink's in SpaceX's hands over the next 5 years. In a 10-year time frame, maybe not, but 5 years for sure.
Right. So the other like Rocket Lab and all of these other smaller startups, Relativity,
They're all great,
they
but they're not even trying to compete with SpaceX on Starship.
right. Okay, yeah,
Nobody's
fair
trying
enough.
to build a reusable upstage,
Yeah.
and that's
Why
like
is
the
that?
key unlock because bloody hard. Um, I think that's the main reason.
Eric Schmidt recently like bought Relativity, and do you have like opinions or what do you think will happen with that?
Well, you saw his tweet saying he bought it because he wants to build data centers in space, and
I did, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
teeing you up here.
yeah. I appreciate that. I'm knocking it out the park. Um, yeah, I'm very happy that he's trying to build data centers in space. I think that's cool. If I was him, I guess it's like a sunk cost fallacy thing. I guess he poured so much money into Relativity before. I think he probably put like $500 million into Relativity already. And there was a question of, do we let Relativity go bankrupt and we literally just shut everything down and we sell the equipment for parts? Or does somebody like Eric Schmidt put in another 50 million or something, basically own the whole company and then just use the parts? That's probably the way they priced it is whatever they would have got selling the parts. Um, I mean, it's a very tough thing to do to take a workforce that is like demoralized. All of their equity's gone to zero. They all thought they were millionaires, and remotivate that type of workforce and get them back on track. And maybe his thought is like, we'll take the parts and we'll basically start from scratch. Like we'll rehire a team. And I think that's probably what he's doing because the alternative is starting from scratch, and that might cost him 100 million. So he's probably like, well, I've already put in 500 million. Like, might as well get some money for what I've put in already. So yeah, but I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't start a launch company now because you really are just competing with SpaceX, and SpaceX are just so damn good at executing and so fast and so far ahead that yeah, I can't see how anybody can compete with them for a very long time.
Right. And like Blue Origin, they recently had their answer uh, to Starship with New Glenn, but like you don't see that's a feasible path to a competitor.
It would be if they were trying, but they've not announced anything about trying to build a reusable upstage. So,
Right. Okay.
like
Okay.
their launch cost can't ever go below $500 a kilo because they're gonna have to rebuild the upstage. Actually, sorry, I should clarify. There is one which is Stoke Space. They're trying, but Stoke Space's vehicle is so much smaller that it's that their costs will be higher for sure. I'm not sure how much higher, and maybe they can make something work, but